Hey everybody, it's Nick Best, just doing a quick Q&A today. With World's Strongest Man coming up soon, I just wanted to answer some common questions from you guys. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Question one was, how do you prepare for World's Strongest Man? That's kind of rough because we never get the exact events. So it'll say deadlift, yoke, farmer's walk, stones, but it won't say stones to the platforms or stones over bar, which we kind of know it's stone over bar. So that's good. So you train doing that by doing stone over bar. Yoke, you don't know what the weight is or how far you're going, or if it's one yoke, two yokes, if it's we know it's a farmer's walk and yoke medley. So you'll do farmer's walk and then a yoke medley. You'll kind of guess at the weight. You'll usually err on the heavier side because most of the time the competition is going to drive the weight up. So you'll do maybe a medley with 350 to 380 pounds in each hand on the farmers, and you'll do a yoke with between 1,000 and 1,100 pounds. And in case of like last year, they did a 1,300 pound yoke, so maybe you'll do something crazy heavy, maybe like 1,250, and try to go 10 feet with it. You do all the rest of the events similarly. We know one is a log clean and press for reps, and we know the other one in the finals is a ladder. So basically you'll train your log and press for reps, and then every other week throw in a ladder, and try to get that weight up, and you're just 4 logs. So that's kind of how you would do that. Medleys, you just run the medleys. We know on average their course is about 12 meters. That's the way it's been every year. It's usually a couple sandbags and a couple kegs, or a couple anvils and sandbags. Now they're laying the sandbags down, so you get used to picking the sandbags up from laying flat on the ground. And you just simulate it as much as you can. You'll even maybe run through some sand. Keg toss, you can either toss kegs. I toss the Cerberus bags. So, it's kind of what you do. And the average height of that thing is usually about 16.5 now. So that's the height I'm trying to throw it up to clear. So that's kind of how you simulate the events the best you can, and that's how you kind of try to get ready for World's Strongest Man. So the next question is what are my favorite events at World's Strongest Man? Well, I really like the yoke. Duh. It's a big surprise there. I really like the farmer's walk, and I really like the shield carry, especially the African shield, because it's really awkward and a lot of people couldn't figure out how to pick that up. The elephant was great. And then I like the medleys and a few other things, but those are my favorite events. So someone has asked, how are things different this year because of COVID-19? We're all going to be in the bubble. So no family can go, no training partners can go, no coaches can go. It's just going to be the athletes, the crew, the film crew, and the producers, and that's it. So it's going to be a little different. We're going to have to really team up even more than we already do and really help each other to get through the contest. So it's going to make it interesting. The next question is what world records do I hold in strongman? So right now, I think everybody's seen the TV show, so they know I'm a record holder in the shield carry. Farmer's walk, I have a world record in the farmer's walk. I have a world record in the 2-inch axle deadlift. For reps, it was 770 for 13 reps in 60 seconds in Australia. There's got to be some type of record in the yoke where I went 20 meters in 9.21 seconds with 925 pounds with motorcycles in Manchester. And right now we have a world record in the hip lift as well. So that's kind of what I have for world records right now. There's 2 of my favorite moments at World's Strongest Man. The first one was at the very first one I went to when Lawrence Chalet and I had to go racing up the sand with the kegs to decide who got in the final, and we were 1 point apart. So basically, whoever won that event between me and Lawrence was going to make it to the finals, and I beat Lawrence to make it to the finals, but I beat him. I got the 3rd keg loaded faster than he did, and I couldn't quite get that 4th keg up there, and my hand was bleeding, and it was getting real slippery, and I couldn't quite get it on the pedestal, and I had to watch Lawrence slowly and methodically come up the sand and like almost loaded onto the platform and dropped it, and then they blew the whistle, and that was probably one of my favorite moments because both of us were just spent, wasted after that event. So that's one. And then 2, I had to race Cerberus in the Africa with the elephant's head for the shield carry in Botswana in 2017, and I had figured out the points where if Cerberus doesn't beat Payman and I win the event, we tie, and because that was the tiebreaker, I would make it to the finals, and sure enough, that's what happened. So those are probably my 2 favorite events at World's Strongest Man. A 3rd one would be where I did the yoke as a dedication to Mike Jenkins the following year in 2014. But those are my favorite events so far at World's Strongest Man. All right, the last question for the Q&A is, what do you eat when you're getting ready for World's Strongest Man? And I'm going to tell you, everything you can get your hands on. You're always trying to eat, coming bigger, coming well fed, and ready to go. So I'll probably eat, I don't know, 7,000 to 8,000 calories per day getting ready for World's Strongest Man and at World's Strongest Man while I'm competing. So it's a lot of rice, it's a lot of steak, it's a lot of eggs, it's a lot of carrots, and a lot of milk, stuff like that. So that's basically what I'll eat when I'm getting ready for World's Strongest Man. All right, that's going to be it for the Q&A today. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.